Volvo putting out their autonomous trucks. Going to take over North Carolina, apparently. So, welcome to PaleriderTV. Back with another video. Yeah. Volvo North America, they're headquartered out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Well, they teamed up with Aurora, and they're going to put out like 300 something trucks by next year. And this whole article is just BS, in my opinion. I got the video here, and I'm going to read the article afterwards from Spectrum News. I think they're out of North Carolina. So let's play this video and see what the heck is going on.
The 18-wheeler you see on the highway might not have anyone behind the wheel. Volvo Trucks, headquartered in Greensboro, is planning to roll out more than 300 driverless trucks as soon as 2027.
300.
And we'll stop there. Data from research firm Fortune Business Insights predicts the autonomous truck market will more than double by 2030. Our traffic anchor Claudia Puente joins us this morning for this week's Getting There story. Claudia, good morning to you. As we start seeing these trucks, what's keeping drivers safe?
Yeah, well, we're already seeing it to some extent on our roads, trucks with systems that follow behind a driver. But the industry is still rapidly changing as companies are now creating trucks that won't need a safety driver at all.
Wow.
So that's why lawmakers are now introducing the
How
first
scary
national
is that?
rule book for autonomous trucks to make sure that we are all safe on the roads.
Well, don't put them on the road. Need to be a lot
For
more
more
safe.
than 3 decades, John Payne has made a living driving behind the wheel.
I just love the challenges. I think of backing it as a challenge. If I can't get it, I'm aggravated with myself.
As he trains the next generation, he has doubts about an industry change that won't require a driver at all.
You have one of these autonomous vehicles that crashes, who's responsible? You don't have a driver in it.
Right.
Black ice. Black ice is probably the hardest thing even for a truck driver. It looks like water on the ground, but yet it's frozen. How can a autonomous vehicle pick up on a black
That's a
ice
good
on the
point.
highway?
Who's
Volvo-
going to be responsible? Is it going to be Aurora? Are they going to get a lot of lawsuits when these trucks start running over people? I don't know. They'll probably try to lay blame on something else.
Group, one of the companies leading this technology, says safety is built in from the start.
Volvo,
You
it
can
don't
see
surprise
what
me.
is around you. You know with maps where the truck is, and based on where you are, what you see is around you, you act.
The trucks are equipped with
This
backup
dude
systems
here
on steering, braking, and power,
full
so
of
if
it.
one fails, another takes over.
We're driving in the night on a highway, and the autonomous systems see that there is a person walking on the highway. It takes 11 seconds before the human eye can see that person.
11 seconds before a human eye can see a person. Come on. 11 seconds. That's a long time. If you can't. This is all BS. Where did you get that information from?
Plus cameras, radar, and sensors that Volvo says can spot danger long before a person would.
Oh, please.
Technology is changing. We get that. But you're taking away the job for the American trucker.
Exactly,
Volvo says
John
that's
Payne.
not the plan. They still need employees to monitor the routes, and driverless trucks would take the longer routes that keep human drivers away from home.
What
Get
we are
out of here.
focusing
Here we
here
go.
is the long haul stretches where you have to be out for several days, sleep in the
Sounds like a Hirschball script. That's the same thing they said when they brought 500 autonomous trucks.
cab, be away from home. We have a driver shortage, and with the increased
No, we don't
demand,
have a
that
driver
might
shortage.
become even and bigger, that gap. So we see it as a
This
complement to
clown
what we
does
have
not
today.
know what
As
he's
the
talking
trucking
about.
industry modernizes, lawmakers are setting federal safety standards in the Build America 250 Act to follow. That means companies will have to prove their trucks are as safe as a human driver. Every crash must be reported. A cybersecurity plan has to be in place to prevent hacking. There will be limits to how many trucks one person can monitor.
Oh my goodness.
And workforce grants will be available to train drivers and technicians to work on the new technology. As for where the customer fits in, Volvo says you can expect fresher foods and fuller shelves at stores.
No.
They say the trucks will be able to transport goods and produce in 3 days compared to 5 days because it won't need frequent breaks and stops.
Who's going to check
Well,
the trucks? Who's going to be doing the pre-trips on the trucks?
What will this
Stupid.
industry look like in a few years?
Yeah, well, Volvo Group says they think driverless trucks will become a part of regular transportation. They compared it to kind of how robo-taxis like Waymo are already functioning in other states. Meanwhile, Payne says truck drivers will always be an essential part.
You're going to compare Waymo taxis with autonomous trucks, 18 wheels, 40,000 pounds, no driver, depending on technology. You want your family driving around that? I don't.
Of the industry.
A lot of pros and cons here. I think, of course, as you mentioned, Claudia, just
No,
kind of depending
a lot
on
of
who you talk to.
cons. No pros. No pros. Just strictly cons. This is stupid.
There. We appreciate that story.
Oh, please, we appreciate the story. It's a good story, but it's like Aurora is taking over Hirschbauer. Now we got Volvo trucks getting involved. This is ridiculous. This is an article here. Let's see. Is it safe? No. 300 driverless trucks could hit North Carolina roads in 2027. This is a Spectrum News. I think they're out of Charlotte, Greensboro or something. Soon the 18-wheeler next lane might not have anyone behind the wheel, and that should be very, very scary. Volvo Group, a truck manufacturer headquartered in Greensboro, has plans to roll out over 300 autonomous trucks as soon as 2027. Oh, my goodness. In partnership with Aurora Innovations, Volvo Autonomous Solution is currently running freight routes in Texas and Oklahoma with safety drivers, operating the final validation phase before removing the safety driver and becoming fully autonomous. This is part of a larger industry shift as research from Fortune Business Insights predicts the autonomous truck market will more than double by 2030, reaching over $107 billion. Wow. The change has raised questions about safety and job stability, prompting lawmakers to write the first national safety framework for autonomous trucks in the Build America 250 Act. Under the bill, companies would have to prove their trucks are as safe as a human driver. Good luck with that. Mandate crash reporting. Good luck with that. Require cybersecurity policies to prevent hacking. Good luck with that. And would also limit how many trucks one person can monitor at a time. And good luck with that also. Workforce grants would also be available to train drivers and technicians to work on a new technology. But if you're autonomous, you get rid of the driver, why do you have to train drivers? John Payne, saw him in the video, old school trucker, now he's CDL instructor, worries if technology can cope with situations that even skilled drivers find difficult. He also has concerns about jobs in the industry. Yes, that's the biggest concern, trying to get rid of the driver. He's got a point here about the black ice. It looks like water on the ground, but yet it's frozen. So how can an autonomous vehicle pick up black ice on a highway? That's a good question. Sasko Cooklive, that must be the clown we heard talking about. Head of on-road solution at Volvo Autonomous Group, assures safety is manufactured into the trucks from the start. How? This is a truck that's specifically built for autonomous, and not a truck where you bolt on or add on a secondary braking system and so on. Oh, I get it. Sensors, cameras, radar, and mapping enable the trucks to observe and instantaneously react to their surroundings. Backup systems for steering, braking, and performance are also on board the trucks, allowing a smooth, safe transaction if one system malfunctions. Yeah, sure. I don't believe this clown. As for concerns about the workforce, Cutler states that driverless trucks are meant to complement human drivers rather than replace them, citing an existing driver shortage, which is BS. We all know there's no driver shortage. We have a driver shortage. Bullshit. Excuse me, I said it. And with the increased demand, that gap might become even bigger. So we see it as a complement to what we have today. Oh, please. Shut up. The company said the trucks would handle long-haul routes that keep drivers away from home for days at a time. There's some drivers, a lot of drivers, they want the long haul stuff. While employees will still be needed to monitor routes. What we are focusing here is the long haul stretches where you have to be up for several days, sleeping in the cab and away from home. That's what trucking is all about. Stupid. For consumers, Volvo said the payoff will be fresher food and fuller shelves. The company said trucks could move goods in 3 days instead of 5 because they would not need frequent breaks and stops. Well, who's going to be doing the pre-trip inspections? The trucks are currently test driving on Texas highways with a safety driver. The final step will be removing the safety driver and providing the trucks a safe, reliable hardware. Sounds like Aurora comes up with the script to give out, to say the right thing, because almost a lot of what this clown said is a lot what Hirschball put out there about drivers wanting to be home. They don't want to do the long hauls anymore. See, it sounds like a script that Aurora has put out to try to make everybody at ease. But come on now, people. Now, what's going on in the trucking industry? A lot of the truckers know about it, or everybody in the trucking industry knows about it. How about the general public? They don't know. So I guess we'll have to start getting the general public involved, the driving public, to let them know that, yeah, you're going to have 80,000 pounds of truck, no driver, depending on sensors, cameras, and such. So, BS, Aurora. Aurora is going to take over the trucking industry. No drivers, or truck drivers, are going to be a thing of the past. So it's BS in my opinion. Let me know what y'all think about this. And it's crazy. So I appreciate everybody watching. Everybody have a good day and stay safe.